Velkommen til ny hovedscene i kveld med ett verk på programmet, Sibelius Violin Concerto. Og det med Oslo Philharmonic Orchestra under ledelse av Vasily Petrenko, og med ingen ringere enn Joshua Bell som solist, en av verdens aller største fiolinister i dag. Og dette var et verk som orkestret hadde med seg på turné til blant annet Berlin og Wien for ikke så lenge siden. Og her har vi også kveldens solist, Joshua Bell. Joshua Bell, you had just played it here in Berlin. How was that?
Oh, I love this hall. Of course, Berlin is a center for, great music. So I think the orchestra, we just finished the Sibelius, and I think they really were inspired by the sound of the hall and being here in Berlin. They played even better than ever, I thought. I really enjoyed it.
This is a very hard concert. It's a difficult one. What is the most challenging in a way?
They're all difficult, yeah. Really. But this is a very physical piece. It is challenging technically, and also just to get inside the dark mood of the piece, which is so special. It's unlike any other piece I can think of. But it's so rewarding, this piece, and it's not easy, but to play with an orchestra like this, who really has the energy and the rhythm and the right spirit, and with Vasily Petrenko, it's a good feeling. So.
Is there something Nordic in this concert, you think?
Well, it is Nordic in a lot of ways, but I would hate to only characterize. I think it wouldn't be fair to Sibelius just to say it's Nordic. I think it's something very human about it that's beyond just being Nordic. I think often people like to put things in a box and say Sibelius is about the cold north and the landscape of the north. This piece is very personal, very human, and very soulful. That's very something not just about the land, it's about just the human spirit, which is universal, and it's unique. So but it is at the same time, it has much that is Nordic, and you can feel this orchestra has an affinity for that, and hopefully I've learned something from them too.
We heard you last year from Stockholm in Tchaikovsky, and now with Oslo Phil. Is there any Nordic difference in orchestras around the world today, or are they all alike?
No, they're not all alike. I don't know. I have to say that the orchestras I've encountered in Scandinavia all seem to have a very good attitude towards music, which I like. They seem to really want to play, and they want to. They're not just doing their job. Some places, you sometimes feel that they may be good players, but they're kind of like waiting for the break. And I've had very good experiences as here, and also the people. I quickly became friends with many of the people in the orchestra, and one of the fun parts about touring like this is that you get to have beer with them afterwards and travel with them at the airport, and you get to know them. So when you walk on stage, you feel like they're friends. It makes a difference.
Yeah, we are soon going to hear from the concert in Oslo just before this tour, and you're playing on a fantastic violin, a Stradivarius and Gibson X Huberman. Yes. Strange name.
Well, it's just two of the previous owners. One was a man named Gibson, and then the more famous one was Huberman. He was one of the great violinists of all time, and he owned this at the beginning of the 20th century, Bronislaw Huberman, and it was stolen from Huberman in 1936, so it's quite a great story. It was just disappeared for 50 years, and only in 1986 it was recovered, and I bought this in 2001, so I've had it 10 years now, and it is very, very special. Stradivarius are known for their brilliance and their sweet soprano sound, but this one in particular I feel has a very nice low register that you can really dig into, which for this piece, the Sibelius, you need to have have that lower sort of overtones, and that this seems to work very well.
But how was it found?
Well, it was returned. Well, it was the man who stole it basically made a deathbed confession that he, as he was at the end of his life, that he had stolen the violin in his 20s from Huberman. He went to Carnegie Hall backstage and took it from his room and disappeared and never returned. And he played. The thief played on it for 50 years in cafes and various gigs.
Thank you very much and good luck further on. Thank you. Ja, da skal vi altså til Oslo Konserthus og høre Joshua Bell i Sibelius Violin Concerto med Oslo Philharmonic Orchestra under ledelse av deres kommende sjefdirigent Vasily Petrenko.